Hey guys, it's Gearhead Sunday, and what is it? I don't know. It's nice outside. It's 70 degrees. It's another Austin winter day, and I'm here with my good buddy, Marc Davis from Moment Motors. Right?
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Is it Moment?
I think you got it. Moment Motors.
So there's a little backstory here. Marc and I go way back.
Way back.
So I'm not sure what year.
I don't know how far back you went.
So Marc was would you consider a technical recruiter?
I ran a tech recruiting agency.
Tech recruiting agency,
and
okay.
Alan was a candidate of ours.
I was a candidate.
Yeah.
I was a friend first.
Yes, that's true.
And I referred to Marc, and still on my phone, he is Hot Rod Marc.
Yes.
Because he had a cool old Model A
I did.
a hot rod that he built by himself in his garage. And anyway, so you have moved into something new.
A little bit different, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So talk about it.
Right, Moment Motors. What we do is we take classic cars, beautiful, iconic classic cars, and convert them into electric vehicles. And so this
for
right here.
For what reason? For what reason?
There's
more about that,
There's
right?
a lot of reasons. I think if you think about, as you have owned many classic vehicles, I have owned many in the past, and it is a chore sometimes keeping up with these cars. And so I think that when I thought about this, I thought about the pain and suffering that goes into tuning carburetors and changing out water pumps and doing everything on the side of the road and dealing with all of that. And there's an answer, which is you put in a beautifully simple, fast, incredibly competent electric motor into one of these cars, and there's hardly any moving parts, and it works great.
Yeah, what I was going to say is one of the things at Revival is we were always said we were trying to combine modern technology into old school platforms, or with an old school vibe with modern technology to make things more reliable.
Exactly.
That's fuel injection to us. That's ABS brakes. That's traction control. It's all that.
Yes.
But at the same time as you're realizing your love of even older vintage cars, technology for electric stuff is getting cheaper and more attainable and closer to affordability. And of course, it's the next level of technology. Right? It's even more reliable. There are limitations, but more importantly, someone like you who can just decide he wants to do this can go buy all the stuff to do it. Right?
Yeah.
And that was the inspiration.
That was the inspiration.
Right?
And I think about this. I was, as you mentioned, I built the hot rod before, right? So I've been in the hot rod side of things, which is all about taking the most modern, best technology available and putting it in an older car, and that was always the ethos of that movement, right? And this is essentially just the next wave of hot rodding, right? You get to take all of this, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's all it is, and we're making beautiful, fun, fast cars out of
it's good.
Classics.
Yeah, so this is not a Porsche 912.
No, it is not.
It wasn't even a 912 in my opinion.
It really wasn't
when you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
It had a six-cylinder 911 engine in it. But the big reveal, obviously, is that this one doesn't make much noise.
No, it doesn't make any noise. That's not true. It's not silent. But
this is your first car, right?
This is the first car, right? So we're making some interesting, evolutions with the next cars, and I'm excited to get those out too.
So I haven't really looked at this car since you finished it.
Yeah.
I saw it when you first got it in your garage, and I was really excited about it. In fact, the engine for this that came out of this is upstairs
that's true.
Sitting on a shelf. I didn't even think about the fact that you might want to keep the water out.
So that was actually, we didn't want to get rid of the ability to see into the engine bay, right? And but at the same time, you gotta. This is water resistant, if you will, but you don't want to be dumping a ton of water on it.
On your electric.
Yeah, exactly.
On all your electrical wires.
But actually, stock, the 912 had a thing called it was a rain tray. It was ugly, but it was for the same reason, because the shorter motor had a bunch of electronics that kind of fell in that zone, and it had this kind of standoffs with a black plastic louvered thing under there that kept the rain off, right?
Yeah.
It's ugly, but so I kind of just took this is a prototype right now, but it's just checking that out.
It's a prototype.
Yeah, it works out.
So we've got controllers, right? We've got controllers,
yeah, so this
and
car
then battery packs inside.
Right, so this car is driven by a dual three-phase AC motor that is actually two motors on the same rotor. So it's the same, it looks like a single motor when you see the, it's like a tube, but it's basically two motors, and that's why you see two controllers. So one is the master and one is the slave. And so they kind of work in lockstep and drive, and you basically get double the horsepower, double the torque out of out of those motors. So.
And you made all this.
Yeah, so we made all
you didn't make the controller, but you made the carrier and all that.
Yeah, so I think the key about it is that these are commercially available electric motors, they're commercially available controllers, that kind of stuff. But to get it to fit within a 1968 Porsche is a giant,
So it takes a little imaginative re-engineering.
Exactly, right.
Yeah?
It's a task.
So you've got 2 battery rows here.
2 battery rows here, and then kind of the lion's share of the batteries are up front, which is where the original gas tank was. So there's a little bit of a
different
thematic, similarity there.
Oh, I see.
But also, what it does is it puts a lot more weight in the front than these cars ever had, and it shifts your weight balance between, it used to be a 60-40 weight bias, and now it's a 55-45. So it's actually a better handling car, arguably, right? Like
really?
these, when these first came out, they had lead in the front bumpers just to give you a little bit more.
Right, to make it a little less twitchy.
Exactly. So I think.
So what's this part?
That's just the charger. So
that's all that is. Okay, all right,
unfortunately, it's a little ugly, but it needs to be out, and it's
no, it's fine, and it needs to dissipate.
Looks
heat.
like a power amp.
It does.
Right?
That's for the boom and stereo.
Yeah, exactly.
You put in.
And there's a decent stereo in it too.
So how much more does it weigh than the factory car did?
About 300 pounds more.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just like one fat guy.
Taking your fat friend for a ride.
Thanks. Thanks.
Since
you're gonna let me drive, I'm taking you.
Oh, look at that! Look at that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's super clean now. I mean, what we might do is put in some before photos of this car.
Yes, we could do that. We can absolutely.
It was a kind of tasteless blue.
Yeah.
It was dented up. It was a bit of a. I mean, these cars aren't cheap anymore. Even a 912.
No, 912.
How much was the car? Do you remember?
It's a customer car. I don't feel like
you can't talk about what the car cost.
It was about a $30,000 car. Right?
Yeah, right. So we take a $30,000 rolling chassis.
Right.
And then turn it into something else, right? It starts from there.
Right.
That's reasonable. We have guys that buy bikes that cost 30 grand to start with.
Yep.
Before you ever touch them.
I kind of feel like with this type of thing, you want to buy as nice a car as you can get, right? And then go from there, because
that's true.
The restoration process is not trivial. It is long and involved.
Yeah, you told me that was one of the lessons you've learned, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you can start with, the other cars we're doing are all
nicer than this one was.
Yeah, they started nicer, right?
But they're cheaper too.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you really just want to keep looking for, what turns you on. Like, what's your car, right? And
what other cars are you doing?
So we've done a Datsun 280Z. We're doing an Alfa Romeo GTV. We're doing a Mini, an actual classic Mini. We're doing a 2 BMW 2002. They're actually 1602s.
Dude, and then, you were busy.
Yeah, and we're doing a crazy Australian Hilux.
I saw that on your
that's
Instagram.
Going to be nuts. That's going to be fun. So.
I'm excited about the Toyota pickup.
And I got we've got several people who are looking for cars. I think we might be doing a 550 Spider replica, which would be kind of fun.
That would also be amazing.
Yeah, I think
that car is even lighter.
Yeah, that car is tiny. Yeah,
that's cool.
Exactly, yeah. So.
Well, I'm excited about seeing the rest of the stuff, but I really just want to drive this thing.
All right, well, let's
Can we go for a quick drive?
Yes, of course we can. Absolutely.
All right. This door needs adjustment. Just want to give you.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you. God.
Oh God.
All right. I
hope you're recording. Are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm pleased.
All right. So it's worth noting.
Yeah.
That this is a 911.
912.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
Same thing.
That I'm 6'2".
Yep.
Marc is 6'6".
6'6".
Yeah. And
did you get? No, yours is right there.
Yeah. And and not only do I not know how to work seatbelt.
Hey.
There's a guy in the back seat filming this.
I know, it's pretty impressive.
Like, that's kind of amazing.
Oh shit, you need the key. I might have to get out to get it.
And we all fit. Like, if I were gonna do this in one of see that Mangusta I was driving around in LA? Not happening.
All right.
It's not happening. All right.
There you go, it's
it feels like
a 911.
A 911.
And it's on.
Right?
Yep.
Is that it?
Turn it
just click up.
Yeah, very good.
Just one little click.
That's it.
And it's on.
All right. So just a couple things to go over, and we've got all of our. Yep.
Oh,
we're all
look at
there.
the way you hit all this.
Yeah, we're all there. It's just there.
That's 88% battery power?
88%.
Okay.
All right. So it is a dog leg 5-speed. You really don't need to use first gear.
Just go to second.
Yeah. Stay in second. You're good. Yeah. You drove it when it was blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that was the clutch.
Yeah. You don't, and you also don't need to
I was
feather the clutch or anything like that. Yeah.
I got it.
I got this. Get your sunglasses on.
Well,
It's finally we need sunglasses.
I gotta be able to see. So.
And remember, customer car, please don't wrap it around a tree or do something stupid.
Oh, I was totally gonna wreck it until you said that, but now I realize I probably shouldn't. I keep waiting for the motor. I wanted to rev it so I don't stall it.
Yeah,
already. I mean, I've driven this car a long time ago when it was just roughly put together.
Right.
But only once.
Zoom. There we go.
So, do you have it limited?
No.
Can you turn it up? Can you turn it down?
You can do that.
Yeah,
you probably want to go middle. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
fine.
I'm just, it's low.
I used to drive in the low 911. Ooh, you're right.
It is a low car.
It's lower than mine.
It is very low.
All right. Speed humps. You don't. I mean, can you turn the power up?
You can change. What you can do is you can change the mapping, right? So how much a pedal feel is required to to get you to a certain percentage of of the output, right?
Because I'm not. That's not 100%. Can't be.
You're in second.
I really want to know. I want. I mean, if it'll do it, I want to. You're right. If I went to first, it would give you more of a feel. Really.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it again.
But I feel like the charm of the car is more as it's going, right? Like so.
And so if I'm in second.
Yeah.
Do you go to third? Or
go to third, but you would. Yeah, I mean, you can drive it exactly like you would drive the car when it was stock, right? You don't need to because you're not trying to get in. There's no torque curve. It's literally flat, and so you don't have to hunt around. Yes, you can do that. Yeah.
I'm wanting to go.
Be careful.
I just let on the clutch.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that I'm let on the clutch and then hit the gas is just so. Because this feels the same as my '96.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah. So
and you're not worried about it over revving.
No.
I love that I've got a tack.
You got a tack. You got.
What does that mean?
That's
the
RPM. That's the RPM of the motor. So the motor has the same RPM range as the internal combustion engine, roughly, right? And and so that's why it's hooked up to the same transmission. So everything behaves very similarly. It's just that you have a very flat torque curve, so you're not having to hunt around and be in to get the peak, right? Like so, when you drive. See?
All right. Yeah. No.
I mean,
it's good.
It's fine.
God, it's just so strange for me. You know what I just realized?
What?
I've driven these electric motorcycles.
Yeah.
This is the only electric car I've ever driven.
Not even like a Leaf or a Tesla?
I've never driven any of that stuff. I mean, I guess I once drove a Prius, but that's not the same to me.
The characteristic of electric cars is still there across all of them, right? Which is you get the torque and you get kind of quicker acceleration than you might in anything else. But I just love the fact that you're also looking out over those.
Yeah.
And you get to see this dash and you have a big giant smile on your face.
It feels light and small and
this feels like a little slot car to me. It's like very.
I'm gonna see if I can wrap it around a telephone pole. We're not even going that fast, really.
You can shift to third. You'll get more power if you're in third.
Yeah. Shift to go to fourth.
Well, I mean.
I'm with
the
you.
peak is in the 5,500 RPM range. So
really?
Yeah, that's where. After that,
that's kind of like the Porsche.
Yeah.
Really, I mean.
Yep.
It's not slow.
No, it is not slow. It's a fun car.
That's kick-ass.
Yeah.
We're only going 70 and a 30.
That speedo's off a little bit.
But I just had another moment. You remember the first time you got in a 911?
Yes.
When was that?
It was in yours.
It was in mine.
It was in yours.
Right?
It was in
my 993.
Yep.
And that was
the green one.
Probably 2006.
It was a long time ago.
And you got in and started immediately complaining about how small it was and how close in you felt. I know, but that's because your seat could go further back if it wasn't for someone being. Let's do a flyby. If you didn't have someone behind you, here goes the workshop. What I love is that we're not pissing the neighbors off.
No, I know. It doesn't sound like a...
No one knows we're coming.
I remember these are... Yeah.
All right,
I would, split it.
Yeah, I'm with you. There you go. Oh, you're right. That's much worse. I didn't expect the bottom to be the part that drags.
Yeah,
I
know.
I went to first instinctively. Let's get back to the workshop. Because it's going too slow. My car would stall out. First in my car is quite tall.
Well, and that's what I love. Like, it is the ultimate way to drive a standard car because you don't have to worry about stalling it. You don't have to do anything. You don't, like, you're in town, you don't want to be, just leave it in third and you're fine. You can literally drive it all around town in third and never touch it. Right?
I just went to the clutch again.
It's fine. But that's the other thing.
And I could just hit the brakes.
It's not necessary, but it doesn't hurt anything, right? Like, I guess that's the key. I would tell people all the time when they drive, you don't need a clutch. And I'm like, you know what, just drive it the way you think you want to drive it. It's not going to be bad. It's just going to be different.
I keep wanting to rev the motor up. I'm going to park right behind my car because I really want to look at the...
There you go. You can look at the similarities.
Oh, I'm going to stall it. I keep thinking I'm going to stall it.
No, isn't that fun?
So the lineage, though, between this, and I don't know that everyone knows this. To us, everyone knows this, right? But if you guys can look, this door is exactly the same as that door. This positioning of this is all the same. It's all,
Are the hinge pins the same? Could you literally put that door on that one?
I think that they changed a tiny bit.
No, they're the same.
Yeah, but
they literally
changed this door catch, but the rest of it's the same.
And you look at this one?
Yeah.
Hinges are a little different.
Yeah, tiny bit. Yeah. But I mean, literally, we're looking at a 70. What is this car?
This is a 68.
68.
Yep.
68 to a 96. It's the same car.
Yep.
And I, people don't realize that. Guys that are Porsche guys and car guys know this.
Yeah.
But the fact that I could take this roof rack that I made off of this car and bolt it onto that car.
Yeah.
And have it fit the same is,
awesome.
Is 30 years different. It's crazy. It's more than that, right?
No, I find that the car is really enjoyable to drive. And to me, the other thing is you go down to the garage, not with this car, but with the 68, you would look at it and go, oh, what's that leaking? And then you get in, you gotta warm it up, you gotta wait for it and all that stuff. And there's charm in that, but that means you probably don't take it to go get the groceries. It's probably, you don't take, right? You kind of pass it up, right?
Dude, I can't wait to see the rest of it. The 2002, the Hilux.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
The Alpha, all that stuff.
Come on down to the shop.
Come on, you know what? I will. I'll actually finally make it over there. Even the wheels, I'm just realizing, right? I've got the...
You were the inspiration for the wheels. You know?
Really? You like those?
You came over. No. These are the wheels that we had. But you
that's
came
right,
over,
yeah.
And we brought that black line out to make it less bright and less insane.
Less blingy.
And
I really like them.
It took 3 painters to figure it out.
To get that right.
Exactly.
But the paint on the car turned out great. The color and the red interior.
I think so too. I think the combo is a really.
Let's go drag race now.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm in. No. I'm in for a drag race.
Not in a customer car.
It's dirty.
It is.
It is dirty.
It is.
All right. Well, guys, we want you to come out for Gearhead Sunday, obviously, if you live in Austin, or even if you don't. But there's more stuff like this. Cool shit shows up that I don't even have time to look at. This will be a good excuse for us to kind of check out some of the stuff and drive it. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks for being
my
inspiration on most everything.
No, but give me a break.
Okay, so Gearhead Sunday, weird stuff shows up. In one frame, we've got the smallest car and the largest car. Weird stuff shows up. This is Andy's car and Andy's house. And they showed up. Oh, I think we should take a look in this thing. This smells like dog. Or is that Andy? I'm not sure. Is that Andy or the dog? This is Andy's house. This is where Andy lives. Sometimes he takes it around with him. This is I believe it's like a 1979. It's a 1979 Bluebird bus, which would have been the most, God, look at all this. I love this. The shag carpet, the sweet material, the dash. It's got a giant diesel pusher motor, or it's not a pusher, a diesel motor up front. It would have been the premium bus. This thing would have cost like over $100,000 or more in the 70s, which is a big deal. Andy is a man of the 70s, except you've got this 1990s. I actually gave him this. This is if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's a Bang Olufsen stereo. When it's plugged in and turned on, you go like this and the doors open up and you can put a CD in. It's got a tape cassette and he's got it hooked up to this turntable so he can listen to albums. And most of the interior on this thing is original 1970s. He hasn't done much to it. He's fixed a few things, put some LED lighting in it, and he could take it around and go to places. It's got a full, I guess it's a queen size bed, a bathroom, a fridge, a shower, the whole thing. And this is the way you can afford to live in Austin and work for Revival, because you can't. Look at this bathroom. It looks so nice in here. Like, you should do a walk around in there. So this must be the one time a year that Andy cleans up his bathroom. He cleans up everything to show us. I'm gonna take a big, huge number 2 in there and leave it for him. What do you think? Let it shake up going in the road. Man, I'm so glad. Here, I'll be Andy. I'll be Andy for the day. Hey guys, I'm Andy James Dio. I'm gonna make stuff. No, sorry, I can't make fun of Andy when I'm in his house, can I? All right, I just wanted to show you this. Yes. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, show up to Gearhead Sunday. Tell us you love us, tell us you hate us. Get your hands dirty, work on something. It could be an RV or a motorcycle or an old crappy British car. Thanks guys.